I'm Jim Schienle, and I'm a member of SGI, which is a Buddhist organization, Soka Gakkai International, which means a organization for value creation based on Buddhist principles. We have provided this exhibit for PHCC Peace Week, which we consider a phenomenal opportunity to communicate ways in which we can think about things that each of us can do in terms of creating peace in our own personal environment, our own family, our own community. Last year we had an exhibit here that was based on ending nuclear warfare and nuclear weapons, and gave a lot of information about the potential for nuclear war to end life on our planet. And this year, the exhibit is built around the concept of peace for children of the world. The first panels are with Daisaku Ikeda. Daisaku Ikeda is my mentor. He does not have a college education, and yet he's got almost 300 honorary doctorates from universities around the globe. And the reason he's been recognized in that way is because he has made so many contributions to empowering and encouraging people to create peace in their own lives. He's met with people, for example, like Nelson Mandela and Mikhail Gorbachev and many other names that you'd recognize. And basically he's dialogued with them to discuss the issues of how can we work together. The SGI is focused on the three aspects of creating peace, which are dialogue, culture, and peace. Excuse me. So I'll tell you a little about the exhibit then. It includes quotes from numerous people. So let's walk around a little bit. Over on this side, the theme here is, I don't know what it is, I'll have to take a look. The importance of disarmament, the importance of realizing that people around the globe are related to us, and the concept of nations, and the idea that nations end at a border, and so the people within our nation are one kind of people, and the people outside our border are another kind of people, and how strange that concept is. As Pablo Casals says in the quote here, the love of one's country is a splendid thing, but why should love stop at the border? And then walking around here, here is our posters that focus on some of the things that can be done to contribute to peace. For example, the question here is there a conflict prevention and resolution training program at your school? And if not, can you start one? So that's something each of us could consider participating in. The next poster says we can promote sustainable economic and social development. What can we do to help that? And for example, do you know what a biosphere reserve is? Can you find one? Then there are numerous other panels here with other ideas, like the importance of violence in movies and the effect that they have on us, or etc. And then throughout the exhibit here, there are many, many, many other ideas. For example, how do religions and peace go together? How can religions work together to create peace? And here, this section identifies 10 different people who have done things on their own, initiated changes to make the world a better place. So might we be inspired by something that somebody else has done? And there are two more sections in particular that I want to show you. I'm going to skip over perhaps some. But on these two, it talks about the children and the importance of children, and then we have here quotes by children and what it is they have to say about peace. I don't know if you have enough light here to get it, but here's one young lady, Christina Koch, who says, "One world, one dream, one universe. When you open your eyes, do you see what you see?" And various other quotes from young people, which is quite inspiring. And then one more section I want to show you. Are the section that indicates the barriers to peace, and some of the interesting statistics in here that have really struck me is how much poverty there is in the world that we're unaware of. It says here that 78% of sub-Saharan Africans and 84% of South Asians live on less than $2 a day. That's $600 or $700 a year. And that of the world's 1.3 billion poor people, it's estimated that nearly 70% are women. And then there's another figure here that Europe consumes roughly 14 times the resources it contains, and the United States, with just over 4% of the world's people, consumes 28% of the world's resources. So it means that if we were 4 times as big, we would need over 100% of all the resources of the world. So we consume an inordinate amount. The purpose of this whole exhibit is to educate, and the purpose of SGI is education, culture, and peace. So this is one way perhaps for PHCC students and faculty and employees to get a little more information about peace. Thank you.